Welcome back, Formless Seekers. Today, we are stepping into the deep waters. We are descending from those airy heights of thought down into the body, into the gut, and into the raw, pulsing energy of the realm of instinct. This is the place where you feel before you think. It is the realm of the sudden spark, what feels like an immediate pull, and the ancient wisdom that lives in your very DNA, your blood. Many try to ignore this realm. Some don't even know about it. We try to intellectualize our way out of our feelings. But here at the Formless Guide, we do not turn away. We look closer. It begins with reaction. In a formless view, a reaction is not a failure of character. It is simply energy moving fast. But we need to understand what is happening inside of the machine. When the reaction comes, I'd like you to first breathe. Yes, there will be times when it feels like an itch deep in your brain, or the very fire burning on your skin. That is your sympathetic nervous system seeking action. It is the instinct driving from the mind, demanding you to move, to snap, to fight. It wants you to do something now. But this is where we start to see within the storm. We do not run from it. We introduce the parasympathetic nervous system. We drive the center to the very storm. This does not mean we are neglecting the feeling or ignoring the heat. Instead, we find our breath through awareness. I'd like you to check the muscles. Notice where you are tight. Feel the joints. Are they locked? Watch the expansion. Focus entirely on the rise of your shoulders and the opening of your chest. As breath automatically begins to shift, the reaction is contemplated rather than just expressed. You are now shifting the gears of your very biology. You are telling that ancient reactive part of you that it is safe to watch, safe to feel, without needing to attack. Once we have steadied this breath, we can move deeper into Svadhisthana, the Sacral Chakra, located just below the navel. This is the seat of the self, the home of fluidity, creativity, and desire. While the root chakra grounds us, Svadhisthana asks us to flow. It is the element of water. In our mindfulness practice, we often find that our emotions get stuck here. We rigidify. We try to freeze the water because we are afraid of the current. But to understand instinct, you must let the water flow. You must allow yourself to feel the orange glow of this energy center. It is where your passion lives. It is where your gut feeling is born. Within this fluid realm, I'd like you to think of this eternal play, something that sounds familiar. The concept of yin and yang. But let us look closer at how this moves through the very architecture of your mind. Think of yin as the unconscious mind. It is the deep, dark water. where your hidden instincts and dormant potential lives. Now, think of Yang as the conscious mind. It is the light, it is the active awareness, the I that makes the decisions. The secret lies in the bridge between them, the preconscious. When we are reactive, the bridge is blocked. The fire rises with smoke, blocking our vision. But when we apply our practice, we begin to clear this channel. We allow the deep waters of the unconscious to flow through the preconscious and into the light of the conscious mind, where the ego resides. This flow creates the space for consciousness to spark and elevate. In this space, truth is revealed to your own emotions without the haze and distortion of its fire. You are illuminated by the flame, not blinded by what was the smoke. And when this flow is unbothered, we arrive at Wu Wei. This is the pinnacle of the Yin and Yang dance. It means effortless action. It is formless action. It does not mean doing nothing. It means doing exactly what is required, without the friction of the struggling ego, or known as the tiny island of ego, which we've mentioned in our previous episode. The instinct is no longer a violent reaction. It is a perfectly timed response that now moves through you. We can express this state of Wu Wei as a fine-tuned chaos. It is not order, because life is not orderly. It is not wildness either, because there is discipline. It is the ability to stand in the center of the whirlwind and move with absolute precision. We have mentioned Miyamoto Musashi before. This was one of his ways. Musashi did not suppress his killer instinct. He refined it. He did not ignore the fear of death. He walked beside it. He lived in fine-tuned chaos. When he struck, it was not out of frantic reaction, but from a place where the unconscious flow met conscious action instantly. He saw the emotion stripped of the distortion. He did not flinch at the fire. He became the fire. That is Wu Wei in its most potent form. So, how do we integrate this with the mindfulness that we teach? Standard emotional intelligence often focuses on managing someone's emotions or controlling the outcomes. But I suggest a different path. We do not manage, we witness. Emotional understanding in our practice means 1. Total acceptance. When the wave of emotion hits, you do not build a wall, you let the wave wash through you. 2. Somatic listening. You stop analyzing the story in your head and start feeling the sensation in your body. Where is the instinct living? Is it a knot in the stomach? A heat in the chest? 3. The alchemical shift. By simply being present with the raw energy of instinct, without resistance, it transforms. The reaction softens into response. The confusion can finally begin to clarify into wisdom. Walking the realm of instinct is not about taming, a wild beast. It is about learning to ride the current, understand the flow. It is about trusting the wisdom of your inner Svadhisthana and honoring the flow of the yin and the yang, form and non-form, the conscious and the unconscious mind, within your own spirit, within your own being, to achieve this effortless action. Wu. Remember, the breath within the storm, drive the center there. Let the chaos be fine-tuned. This is what it means to truly become formless. This is your formless guide, signing off.